to the crowd as race director Greg Soderlund presents the...
When I saw you going up Bath Road, you were running, and then when I saw you stride down Forest Hill, I know you had it rolling because you were striding out, running fast. Was that really a place where you were kind of feeling your oats?
Yeah, I was just scared.
Scared of who? Was somebody chasing you, or what were you thinking?
Oh, there's 400 people back there. I had no idea who I'd be doing.
I was kidding you coming up the road that when you win your second one, you proved to everyone that the second one, the first one wasn't a fluke. Were you thinking that at all out there?
You bet. I wanted to have maybe a little bit more heat than last time, and you know, sometimes you just need a little extra motivation. But both are really sweet, and you know, thanks to you guys, Greg, volunteers,
Was there a time out there after you've taken the lead where you thought, wow, it's starting to unravel and I need to regroup?
Yeah, there were a couple places like that. It's just, you have to stay up on your salt and your food and your drink and everything, and you can get a little carried away and you can think that you have it in the bag, but you know, your body will let you know one way or another. So.
How hard was your pacer pushing you out there? Was it all about you?
Ian, we had a fantastic run down Cal Street. I think they were almost the same exact splits as 2006, and it was so much hotter. So we did a really good job, and I think that gave us a little distance. And Scott had 20 miles of just, you know, clockwork pacing, and it just worked out.
Yeah, when I was watching your splits going down, there was really no place where it seemed like you cracked it all. And even though guys were chasing as hard as they could, they really just never had a chance to really in it all.
Yeah, it's hard, you know, once you know, it's a long race, and trying to make up that kind of time on people is almost impossible. I learned that the hard way here for about 5 years, and you know, I just figured if I was here to race, I better just get out there as far in front as I can and try to hold on. So that's my MO.
Well, I'll tell you, this was the deepest competition I think we've ever seen at this race, and you pretty much had them in hand to Michigan Bluff and then put them all away right there. Is there any better feeling in this sport than running around this track in Auburn?
No way. These people, you guys here are amazing. This is top-notch, #1. This is the cream of the crop here for sure. Thank you guys.
Well, that's true. I sure hope you're going to come back next year for one more one.
I hope so. We'll see. I got 364 days, hopefully, to think about it.
Congratulations, man. That was quite a show you put on today. Way to go.
In the 35-year history of this race, dominating performance. We'll try to give you updates on second place when we can.
Okay, so Hal, you're a little ways away from your finish. Second-time finisher, 5-time entry, right?
Yeah,
and
5-time finisher.
5-time finisher.
2-time winner.
2-time winner.
Yeah,
okay.
7 times here.
7.
So I've got a 90-mile. Went to 90 miles and went to 55 miles. So
yeah. So this is for our, you know, people coming on the computer wanting to see a lot of ultras, seeing, you know, what it's like to talk to the finisher. A lot of maybe first-time people doing the ultras. So the one major question is, you know, what was the point in your day where you were thinking, can I do this? Can I push through this? What was the hardest point in that day?
Well, early on, I knew we'd have to run really hard through the high country. There were a lot of guys took it out fast. You know, 7-time winner Scott Jurek and Dave Mackey, who's finished second here before, and so I ran with those guys, and we all pushed it really, really hard. So you have to question yourself early on. You know, is this going to pay off? You know, 15 hours later. So there were moments up there where, I mean, I don't live at high altitude, and so running at 8,000 feet really hard. It was moments where I had to back off and, you know, let Dave go and hope that, you know, I might be able to catch him somewhere down the line, because you never know if you let somebody go like that. So those were hard, you know, mentally and then physically pushing myself through that. And then Cal Street, coming down Cal Street, we worked really hard from Forest Hill down to the Rucky Chucky. My pacer Ian pushed really hard, and it was probably 10 degrees hotter than last time I ran here, and so that was brutal. Just trying to really stay up on salts and electrolytes and food and things like that.
Do you think that difference, the heat, was the difference between your 16:12 finish in 07 and then your 16:24 finish now?
Yeah, probably. I think it's some of the areas early on I hung back a little bit. You know, Dave Mackey's a great competitor, and he was in front of me, and I didn't feel like going around him. I didn't feel like working that hard today because I knew that he would be out there as well. So we ran together for a good bit of the day. Yeah, the 16-12 finish, I thought I might have been able to run a little harder, but I didn't want to lose the victory, so I just did what I had to do.
You played some strategy, huh?
Yeah. You bet.
So you found out Scott Jurek had to drop out. You got that news. Did that kind of open things up for you a little bit, thinking I can, here's this 6-time winner gone, so 7-time winner?
Oh, yeah. Well, when I headed down Cal Street, there's a lot of people that can run that really fast, but nobody faster than Scott. So that was one less person to worry about on this day. There are a lot of guys out there, a lot of gals working really hard too. So, so that was, it eased my mind in a certain sense because I didn't think anybody could run that faster than him, and he would be the one person in the back of my mind that I would be dreading. So, and probably not a more fierce competitor out here for sure.
So in your 7 times that you've been in here, what do you think in level of, with the weather, with all the elements and everything, what did you feel like the course did to you today?
Well, luckily the 7 times helped. I've got a better view of, covering that 100 miles. I don't live here, and I've only been on the course one other time other than racing. So it's just, I've gotten a little bit better routine down for, how to handle certain climbs, where to push a little bit harder, much like the course shrinks a little bit more in my mind every time you run. It doesn't seem so daunting, so that might help, yeah.
And you had some great pacers along the way. And so one other just follow-up, what happens now? You've ran lots of other ultras, you've won other ultras, Western States included, but others. Yeah. So what happens now?
Well, that's been a dilemma for a while. Western States is such a great race, and I come back here year after year. Of course, after I won, I really wanted to come back and defend the title, and then the fires happened, and at least prove the fact, that I could run this well multiple times, depending whatever the variables were and whoever the competition was. So I feel I've done that now, and Western States is smack dab in the middle of summer when all these great ultras are happening. So I don't know, I may go do something else next year. But this race always had a special place, for me in my heart and everything else. But, because there aren't any other races where you have this type of scene all throughout the day. You don't have this kind of scene at the finish. It's fantastic.
So I'm hearing that there may be a three-peat, maybe not.
It is a possibility. I'll have to sleep. I'll have to sleep pretty hard on that tonight, and we'll see what happens. But I told Greg, hopefully Greg will give me a little bit of leeway moving into next year or something. But I'll have to look at my schedule, see what's going on. But I'm sure it'll be a heavy pull come that time.
Right. Well, it was great to see you, great to see the finish, and I think we're gonna close it on. So enjoy your relaxation of a few hours or days.
Yeah, I'll try. Thank you.
Congratulations.